Hello and welcome back to the Film Club, the club where we talk about films that we've been recently watching, viewing and enjoying. Let me know what you've been recently watching and enjoying, and if you've seen what I'm about to talk about, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Firstly, I want to apologise. The next couple of videos that are going to come out are films that I've seen a fair few weeks ago. Well, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks ago. But you can probably still hear that my throat has just been suffering. I've been on the verge of losing my voice, and I'm sure you didn't want to hear me all talking like this. So I thought I'll wait and I'll come and do the film theory. I'll come and do the Film Club episodes when I'm feeling better. And I think I'm there. The Iron Claw instantly grabbed me from the trailer. Actors like Jeremy Allen White, who I adore from The Bear, and actors like Zac Efron, who I kind of just always enjoy seeing. An A24 film about family. What could go wrong? I watched the trailer and I was like, this looks good. And then the first few comments I read below were like, oh, people who haven't heard the story about the Von Erichs and all this are going to be so broken by the end of this film. And I was thinking, like, what could be so bad? I went into the film not knowing the story of the Von Erichs. I knew nothing about this story at all, which I actually think works better for the film if you're looking at it with completely fresh eyes. And oh my god, this might be one of the saddest films I've ever seen. When I saw that Iron Claw was sad and heartbreaking, I thought, oh, there's this group of brothers, maybe one of them dies. What proceeded through the film how is that real? How is this a real story? Worse off, I found the other day that there was actually another brother that they didn't include in the film that also killed himself, but they didn't put it in the film because there'd be too many deaths and it'd be too sad. What? The unfortunate nature of this family. It's crazy, it's heartbreaking, it's sad, but it's a brilliant film. The way that this film was set up through showing the backstory of the dad to the brothers and the bond that they shared, that is absolutely brilliantly portrayed. To the mental abuse given by the dad, to the fight scenes, the wrestling, everything about this film was brilliant. They handled all the sort of tough to watch scenes in a great way by not making it overly gruesome in any way, but still showing what needed to be shown. This film shocked me, broke me, made me cry, made me just, oh god. The final scene of Zac Efron's character just sat looking at his two kids playing together and hit like the line of, I'm no longer a brother. Oh my god. I genuinely think this film on rewatch is still gonna break me just as much as it did on first watch. This film is heart-wrenching, but it's done in such a brilliantly beautiful way where it's not just almost, well, I was gonna say not feeling forced, but if you didn't know this was a true story, you would be like, that's a bit unbelievable. How can all of them just one by one be picked off like that? The mental torture that all of the characters go through is just shown in just such a fascinating way. It's so good. The highlight of Iron Claw for me will be the relationship between Zac Efron's character and the dad. This constant battle to want to be number one, to be good enough, and the mental torture that the dad puts these kids through, but how it affects Zac Efron's character and how he still wants to be strong, and he's this massive guy and he still wants to keep going, and he just wants his brothers to all be okay, and the relationship between him and his wife is a brilliant little segue into the film and how it almost breaks them apart. His desire to be the top and to be successful, but also battling with his dad is just, it's just so well done. I think I tweeted after I'd seen the film, how did Zac Efron go from High School Musical to making me cry in the cinema? Because this film did that. What an outstanding film. I think this film didn't get talked about at all during the awards season, which baffles me. I think it's completely been snubbed and it deserves so much more praise than it's actually got. But let me know, what did you think of Iron Claw if you've seen it? And I'll see you next time on the Film Club.